This is not my baby leaf or long-standing spinach, but because it's the sturdier of the spinaches, I have them in the planters. Because sometimes the planters dry out, and I want something that's not going to die as soon as it does. Those are pretty sturdy. That was a spinach in my mesclun bunch. Go right on the table here. I have my mint. I have cut a lot of it. But this is spearmint. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but my mint, if I, once I cut it, and I'll put the cuttings in some water to eat them later, and throughout the day. Now, along with lemon, you guys know I shoot lemon juice every day. I also, every few hours, whenever I feel like it, I will chew a few mint leaves. Now, what happens is that if I leave my mint leaf out and it gets slightly wilted, it smells musty, like straight up armpit funk. Does that happen to anyone else? I'm presuming it's normal, but I don't like that my mint, the freshest smelling of my herbs, smells like armpit funk as soon as it wilts a little bit. Anywho, this is a mosquito shocker. It's gotten pretty tall. Are those thorns? No, more leaves. It's gotten pretty tall. I'm glad about that because I have it in such a small pot here. I'm going to try and propagate it. I want to see if it will last through winters, because if it does, I will put this, I will use it as ground cover because it's supposed to repel mosquitoes, and it smells lemony. It smells really good. This is what's left of the only surviving microtom tomato plant. You can see how short it is. Isn't that cute? You done?
With that?
Uh-huh.
No. Yeah, I'm done. But it's new.
Did you get that piece out?
Yeah, but the wood came out separate from the concrete.
Uh-huh.
But either way, I got it out, but I had to bust up the concrete in the ground.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just trying to clean up as I go, so I don't have a big pile of crap. You know how I do.
I good lucked you.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Wow.
I came out there and put the positive whammy on you.
Oh, you put the camera out there, and then I was like, you know what? I can't be no buster. And you came out watching me.
I know. You try to show off in front of me. You try to impress the ladies.
What lady? Oh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Sucker. Did you drink both of your waters?
Get one more left.
Oh.
I'll bring you some.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have permission to carry on. I'm gonna try this one more again. Really? Can I get this video done? I'm actually enjoying these microtoms. These are micro tomatoes. So they have those tiny things on them, and I'm enjoying the idea that I could possibly have tomatoes indoors during the winter, but I'm not trying to mess up the whole house and get gnats and bugs in it for the sake of having a whole garden inside during the winter. So I am going to try for the red peppers, sweet peppers, and the microtoms. I like them. They're a little more tart than they are sweet, But just for the sake of having tomatoes, fresh tomatoes in the winter, oh yeah. 3 of these over the winter so I can have tomatoes inside for me. Creaky doesn't do tomatoes. He's a GERD victim. But that makes it okay that these are so tiny. And I appreciate that. Look at that. Look at there. Yeah. And I actually grew one of the red ones late because what I'm going to do with this is I've already topped it off so that it doesn't get very tall. I'm going to take it inside and see if I can have peppers inside over winter, much like I'm going to have peppers I expect to have this winter. This is my basil. It's pretty old. I've taken the bulk of it inside and dried it, and so I'm going to put it in the jar, my spice jar. Same thing with this, except that it's not old and dry. It's still just as fresh as ever because it does well even when it gets a little chilly outside. Not that it's chilly outside. Baby leaf spinaches are not doing well. These two just came up because I replanted them. It's my red leaf lettuce that I usually have with the spinach. I've been using Swiss chard, more Swiss chard over here. And these are the new red onions that I planted so that I could use the green onions well into the fall, the green part at the tops, and continue to let the bottoms grow. This, I'm going to have to dig that up with my hand. These are my, like I said, they're red onions that I let grow. So I've been using those in my salads. May as well let them. Whoa, nice. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to spread these further apart so the bulbs can get bigger. Plus I can hardly keep up with the green top, so it'll be fine. So yeah, I'm going to bring some more red onions out here and plant them there. Nice. And in the meantime, I let these bask in the sunlight in this corner here. Because I don't want the bugs that'll come in. I leave this top part on, and little gnats and crap stay in those. So until I'm ready to use them, they stay out in the sun. This is my other bed of spinach. Again, they survived the storm. I put the sturdier spinach in the planters, except for this one. This one didn't last, so I replanted it. As you can see, the baby's coming up. These are the little sweet ass strawberries. I'm telling you, they're sweet. But I'm not going to keep them for next year. Because what I'm going to do instead is get some bigger strawberries that are allegedly the size of apples. Allegedly the size of apples. Here are I just picked off all the snow peas off of this. And ate them. And ate them because they were. I cut off a lot of the non-producing branches to make room for the ones that are producing. I try to pick them when they're still a deep orange but not fully too red. I used to leave them on the vine till they were fully red, but some of them I rather let ripen in the window, because if you let them get too ripe, they'll split from too much moisture. I've heard someone say that they wait until their tomatoes are ripest of ripe to pick them. Well, it is my personal preference to pick them when they are red but not their reddest, and then put them into the window to let the windowsill to let them finish ripening. The reason why is because if it does rain, or if you unwittingly overwater, this is what will happen. And so my entire harvest everything has split. And these are the grape tomato. These are actually the grape tomatoes that I was going to see if the skin was thinner, and I think it is, but I would have to taste this to find out, and I'm not going to because it's split open. So I like to pick my tomatoes at this point. These are the only two, I think. So they're red, but they're not as red as the others. So they didn't split, but every last one of these other tomatoes have split. Every last one. That one and this one are grape tomatoes that I got from the store. So I planted a couple of these and they are taking forever. And this one just now has some turning orange. That one fell, so I let it stay in the bottom in case it ripens. But these are just now turning orange here on the bottom. So those are my grape tomatoes. And if they end up being delicious and they have the skin issue resolved, this will be my tomato. So right now I'm kind of on a venture to find the perfect little tomato for me. And this is my lemon, the only surviving lemon from the storm. A Meyer tree, and this one's blooming beautifully. And what I really want is peppermint. Anyway, I wanted peppermint instead of spearmint. So I'm wondering if peppermint does not get musty like that. But yeah. So that's what's good in the garden. Groovy smooches.